Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, sim fans, race fans, RC fans. Racing 393 here again today to carry on with my transformation of my TT01 chassis to try and get the car to go quicker each time we take it out. And today, what I'm going to attempt to do, which shouldn't be too tricky, is we're going to put the hop up option of the ball diff set. We're going to put that in the car, hopefully get the car a little bit freer at the back. And my understanding is you've got some like replacement drive cups there by the looks of it, which come out. The original standard ones won't fit. So hopefully, maybe I can fit these as well, which are these sort of assembly, they're just the universal drive shafts at the back, which replace the dog bones. I'm going to keep the fronts standard as they are for the minute. I'm only guessing, maybe the ball diff can go in the front as well. We'll see. I'll see. I'll do it on the back first. Take it all apart. That should be fun. And I don't know how long it's going to take me. It shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, this is a TT01 at the end of the day, so. But I'll film each part as I do it, or if I come across any tricky bits. It just might end up a bag of bits because I got something wrong. So I don't know, we'll see. But I'll be back with a little bit more update shortly. So quick 5 minutes. We got the back sub-assembly off. It's literally just, 4 bolts, 6 bolts. We've got like the under skid pan underneath that holds it on, the 3 at the end there, if you can see those. So they would bolt into the bottom of the chassis, and then those 3 there are kind of the shock absorber uprights, mounts, and it just pops off. So that's the bit there which we're going to change. It looks fair. I've got to get that out, which means I'll have to dismantle this a little bit. I'll have to just take the half shafts out, which means taking I won't take the wheels off. I'll try and do it with limited amount of dismemberment if I can. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, considering it's not run that much, because it's not ragged and smashed to pieces. But as you can see, there's no real problems there at all, really. So that's good. So I'll give it a wipe down as I go, because you see the dust does get in everywhere. And the more we can eliminate that, the better. I can actually, I've got some sealer, which I'm tempted to put a little bit of sealer on the end there to sort of actually seal that part. I don't think it's necessary. I didn't put any on anyway, but maybe a tiny bit, or even just a simple thing like grease. Just putting grease around there will stop debris getting in or out. So, but we'll see. But so far so good. Let's crack on. So yeah, it was much easier than I thought. Just take the top wishbones out, sort of pull the drive shaft couplings out. Job done. Take the diff out, put the new one in. Shouldn't take too long at all. You forget, I built this a while ago, and you forget the simplicity of it. It's not until you take it apart again. I'm not one for wrecking these, to be honest. It's not my thing. Just showing everybody that, especially the people that want to get into it, how easy and satisfying some things are. It's nice actually putting parts in a car, a radio controlled car that is, and seeing the performance gain, if there is one. I'm hoping there'll be a little bit with the ball diff. I think it's more handling than speed, I'll be honest with you. And when you're doing straight line runs, handling's not very important, is it? So I don't know. But right, so that was easier than expected. Let's carry on again. So I just thought I'd show you what I was doing so far. So the sort of the centre gear there, what is that? It's probably got a name. Ring gear. Should have known that. It's got 10 ball bearings which sit into some little cups. So all I did was I put some ball diff grease on each hole and used tweezers to sort of put them in to make sure they're in their correct positions. And then you've got the thrust washers which go on the other side. which I'll put on now with a bit of grease. And we should better pin this together slightly, so at least it's working as a diff, and then it's a quick assembly to put in the car. So there we have, that's the complete unit built. Feels okay, done it up reasonably tight, but not like mental tight. It's not as if I personally need this to go around corners quickly. It's just more of a case of just trying something different. Went together really easy. There's the only fiddly bit there was that one there, to make sure you get the washers the correct way round. As it's a little bit of a disappointment considering how much these are. Those 850 bearings there are actually bushes, so they're not ball raced. So I have ordered some. I won't not necessarily rush to put them in, because, well, it's not going to, the car won't be used non-stop for them to wear out. But I suppose what it will change is I was going to, if you look on there, I was planning on putting some sealant around there to seal it all off. Well, I won't do that this time. I'll wait until I've got those bearings, and when I get round to it, I'll put the two bearings in and then seal it. It's very easy to get off. Now I haven't got to build the diff. Yeah, pleased with that. So I'm just going to install it in the car, and we'll see what that feels like when all the weight of the wheels and everything's on there. So that's the UJs done. A little bit fiddly, but nevertheless, they're all built, ready to go on the car. So I'll just going to have to remove the wheels now to put the shafts in, and hopefully get it all back together. Shouldn't take long. These feel quite nice. I mean, there's fairly standard RC universal joints. Certainly going to be less friction based on the dog bones. They work fine, the original stock dog bones, but these are obviously going to be a lot. That's the first time I've used the word obviously, I think, but these are clearly going to be a lot more efficient with putting the power through from the diff through to the rear wheels at least. We'll upgrade the fronts in due course, but we'll see what performance, if any, gain is through the ball diff and the universal joints. Right, let's get this thing together. So here's an update. This is something I didn't know. So, universal shafts. I tried to put them on and they didn't fit. Now, something I've not actually told you about my chassis, everything I've bought for it has been based on a TT01 spec, and everything so far has fitted. But the actual chassis here I've got is actually a TT01e. Now, I wasn't aware of too many differences. The steering mechanism was one, and the bearing kit was another. So they're the only ones that I was actually aware of. But it transpires that these are too long, ironically. So unless I need different cups, the wheel end, so, oh no, not even that, that's not going to work, is it? Because the cups are on here. So it would probably mean I need different wishbones, longer wishbones. It's only about half a hole. So if I come around to here, everything fits. You know, I've had to put the red shafts back on, and I've only got standard cups on the outside anyway. I've only had them. I've not had anything else. I was thinking of upgrading them anyway from, metal ones. That may or may not happen. But when I try and put it on, the wishbones are about half a hole out. So either the wishbones were a different length, or the rear gearbox casing, those holes, the top and the bottom holes there, lower and top wishbones, are actually further away. So it gives the car a wider track. From a TT01, I don't know. So, you know, I'm not professed to know everything about RC. I mean, I've had a lot of experience, but you're still learning, and that's one of them. So the diff's okay, but the output shafts, those ones are shorter than those ones, not by much. Can't think what else I can do. Nothing will go in or out further. It will need, the wishbones are the longer, like I said, or the holes, the mounts of the lower and upper wishbones, they need to be elongated. Not sure what to do about that. But anyway, I'm going to keep them. You know, if I get a TT01 chassis, which I'll probably pick up at some point, I'll have a look, see what's different on them. But other than that, we're going to put it back together. So there we have it, car's all back together. Things learnt today. So as you know, I didn't put those on. They didn't fit. I'll do a little bit of research. It's probably a fairly easy fix, but it could be as simple as, you know, TT01e universal joints. Maybe that's the way around. I bought those as TT01s. You know, I expected them to fit, but obviously there's that word again. Obviously, there's clearly something that's changed on with the 01 and 01e. I can do some research on it. I know basic differences, but I didn't know that one. So it's back together as ready to run. It's nice and smooth. Diff feels reasonably tight. So I think, apart from the bearings in there, a little bit disappointed with that, but I can change those bearings. They are on order. I will effectively change the front as well, I guess. I put a ball diff in there. I think whether it's needed or not, I don't know. Is it the same diff in the front? Something else I need to look into. But there you go. So that's all ready and rocking, ready to go. Just got to charge it up, get it out there on a nice dry day. The gearing's changed. That's the main difference. So we'll see what performance, and I've got to sort out the steering because it was too twitchy. So that will just aid me not crashing the car as often. So I'll turn the steering rate down, get back out on a dry day, and we'll see how we go. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, listening. Please like and subscribe. Leave me any messages or any ideas of, you know, what I've just said, what, you know, things that don't fit. Be good to hear back. Those that know more than me. And we'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.